Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Scott.
And we're taking this BMW 1 Series to Concours. So let's have a closer look at the car and go through a few of the examples of issues that we need to address prior to entering a concourse. So let's start under the bonnet. So we can see in this engine bay that we've got our work cut out. This engine bay looks to me like it's possibly never been cleaned at all, perhaps in the life of the car. So we've got a lot of issues going on under the bonnet. So a lot of cleaning, and we do have a few areas where we might want to have a look at some of the nuts and bolts. So for example, we've got some corrosion on a few of the nuts and bolts which we might want to look to address. We've also got the headlights. Now on camera they probably look quite good, but if I just kind of run my fingers over the headlight there, I can feel that it's very rough, very pitted. We've got some areas where there's staining on the headlights, so we'll need to address that. Around the paintwork, here's some examples. So we've got bird etchings around the paintwork, and we're going to have quite a few bird etchings, swirls, scratches, staining on the headlights, on the paintwork, which we're going to need to address. So if we go round the side of the car, an example here, the window seals are particularly dirty, so we're going to really need to get into there and clean them properly. On the paintwork, we can see some scratches and little chips, but on the door lock here, as an example, that's something which a judge would expect to see is clean, and you can see that the door lock there is particularly dirty, so we can easily address that. Another good example is the fuel filler cap area, which again is particularly dirty, but we can also see that this is snapped here, so that's something which we'll need to address. Coming round to the boot lid shut area, again particularly dirty, something that we're going to need to get our hands dirty cleaning that. In the boot itself, so the carpets, we can see a little bit of staining on the carpets. We can see a lot of that kind of dust and dirt that you can see is actually kind of ingrained within the fibres of the carpet. So there's going to be a lot of kind of brushing of that carpet, so we can release that dirt and grime and get those clean. We've also got things like the rear light cluster, so the paintwork on the bumper, making sure all of that all the way around those areas are clean and addressed. Coming around the side then, looking in the interior, we can see that there's a lot of dirt and grime on this car. So obviously this has been a daily driven car. There's stains on the seats. The dashboard is particularly grubby, the plastics need to be addressed, the carpets need to be addressed, the door shuts need to be addressed, as you can see. So there's a lot of issues going on here with the car. You can also see behind me the roof. The fabric roof is in good condition, which is a really good thing for us. So overall then, we've got kind of two types of issue which we'll be looking to address. So number one is the cleaning and the detailing. So 95% of the issues on this car relate to cleaning and detailing. Now there's also a few smaller issues. For example, the petrol filler cap is a really good example of that. So where we've got that snapped cable. So we're going to need to make a decision in regard to those types of things, nuts and bolts in the engine bay. Do we actually spend money to buy new in order to, for example, that petrol cap, or do we just take the hit in Concours? That's fine, no problem at all with either way. Obviously, we're entering the every sort of daily driven entry level concourse. So as we go round the car, we'll make some decisions in regard to that. We're not looking to spend, you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds or anything like that. As I say, 95% is detailing tasks. So we'll get into it, get stuck in, and we'll see how we get on.